Hi, this is Stray Passer, and this is my Blu Ray update part 1. Okay, just a little background before I start this. I had went to Best Buy last week and got a bunch of my favorite movies, a bunch of movies from Best Buy, about 15 to be particular, and for like the prices for $5, $6, $9.99 and stuff. I'm always looking for the ones that are below $10, and I found a great bunch of movies, and I picked them up, but I forgot I didn't do a review of them. Okay, and then today I went to visit my brother upstate, and I stopped by on the way back to the mall, and I went to Best Buy again and the mall, and to Target, and picked up another bunch of movies. So I'm going to do that in part 2 of my video. And I actually went yesterday to JNR Music World and got some Blu-rays. So I'll do that tomorrow with this. But today I'm just going to do part 1 of this 15, and I'm going to go through it for a fairly quick, mention a few things about it, so this video doesn't last forever. Okay, so here we go. First movie, is Misery, starring James Caan and Kathy Bates. This is a 2-disc version, Blu-ray and a DVD. Okay, this movie, I read the book by Stephen King. Okay, and so when I saw the movie, I absolutely loved it. Kathy Bates was incredible, and my favorite scene in that is the scene where she hobbles him, and I love, where he's begging her, not after she catches him, trying to sneak out, and she puts the wood between his legs to hobble him, and then he's pleading with her not to do it, and she says, "God, how I love you," and just whacks him, and that just makes me cringe. It's just a fantastic scene, and again, Kathy Bates is just great in this. Okay, Misery. Okay, the next movie I got is Adam Sandler movie called The Waterboy. This movie, Adam Sandler, sometimes it's hit or miss with his movies. For the most part, he's hit for the most part, but sometimes he can be sort of a miss. But I absolutely love Waterboy. He's great in this. Kathy Bates is in this, ironically. He's playing his mother, and Fairuza Balk, I think that's the girl's name, and I think you can see her on the back cover there. She plays the girl that he's interested in, the local girl that's interested in him, and she looks incredibly hot in this movie. And this is a hysterical movie about a guy that who's basically the water boy who actually becomes a player for the team. And this movie is hysterical. Adam Sandler, so I had to pick that up. Okay, the next movie is called Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey, a movie called Contact. This is about a movie about I think they get a signal from outer space about first contact, and they actually have to pick somebody to go into space to make contact with them. And they pick Jodie Foster, and let's say she has issues with her father. And I absolutely love this movie. This movie is sort of cerebral. This is made by Robert Zemeckis, who did Back to the Future movies and and such and the other things. But I absolutely love this movie. Like I said, Jodie Foster is one of my favorite actresses, and I think David Morse plays her father in this movie. And I actually love the relationship between her and her father in this movie, and I had to get it because of that. Okay. Okay. The next movie is called The Three Kings, starring George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Ice Cube. I heard great things about this movie. I haven't seen it yet, but like I said, it was on sale for like $7.99 in Best Buy, so I want to see this movie. I like all 3 actors, and this looks to be interesting. Okay, about 3 veterans in the. I think this is supposed to be during the Iraq War. Okay, but it has a bunch of special features on it too and stuff. And like I said, it's supposed to be really good. I heard great things about it, so that's why I got it. The next movie, the next 2 movies is I guess would be Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, Extreme Unrated Edition, and Harold and Kumar Unrated Escape from Guantanamo Bay, the 2-disc version. Okay, special edition. Okay, I haven't seen these 2 movies, but like I said, I love comedies, and these are supposed to be good comedy movies, and they both co-star Neil Patrick Harris, who I love, is Doogie Howser, who's great in How I Met Your Mother. So that's why I got both of them, and plus the 3rd movie just came out. Okay, so like I said, these are like I think $6.99 each, so that's why I got them. Okay, and I look forward to seeing those. Okay, and the next movie is one that starring Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, and Denzel Washington won the Academy Award for this. Okay, Training Day, which is actually a really good movie. Okay, and there you go. There's the back. Okay, and this is a great movie. Denzel gives a great, outstanding performance, and just shows you what a great versatile actor he is. And my account, Denzel Washington should have about 4 Oscars just for this movie, Malcolm X, Hurricane, and what was the other movie? There's another movie that he did that I think he should. Man on Fire, which is another movie that he was outstanding in. And of course, you know, if life was fair, he would have like 4 Oscars, because he truly deserves it. And Training Day is a classic movie. Okay, just love his portrayal of a corrupt cop. Okay, the next movie is another movie by one of my favorite directors, starring 2 of my favorite actors. Prestige, starring Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. Okay, about a group of rival musicians, and this movie is by Christopher Nolan. And like I said, this Scarlett Johansson's in this. Who else? Michael Caine. Like I said, this is basically about the rivalry between 2 musicians. And this movie is very unusual. Okay, but it's very interesting, fascinating. You can't take it and you actually rivet it to the screen watching the story unfold. The movie, I have to watch it again, because like I said, when I saw it the first time, it just absolutely fascinated me, and I just was, you know, all the little things that I didn't pick up on it, you know, pick up on it when I was watching it. And then I read reviews of it, you know, after I saw it, and then I said, you know, this is it was a fantastic movie. So I got it again, and I'm going to watch it again, just, you know, to catch up all and try to catch every little thing that I think I missed during the first go run. And like I said, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and he always picks great subjects for his movies. So, and it always has brilliant storytelling in his movies. So that's why I got that. Okay, the next movie is another movie starring Christian Bale and another one of my favorite actors, Russell Crowe, 3:10 to Yuma. Okay, which is a great movie, and also Ben Foster's in this, who's another great underrated actor. Okay, this is actually a remake of a 1950s movie, I think, starring Van Heflin and Glenn Ford. I saw the original, the black and white one version, which I think is a bit better movie than this one. But this movie is pretty good, actually. And the story, they changed it around a little bit and put a little more action in it. But this one's a good too. And like I said, Russell Crowe is great in this, and Christian Bale does his usual stellar work in this. Okay, so 3:10 to Yuma. A good movie, good Western. Like I said, I love a good Western. They don't make Westerns that much anymore. Okay, but this is a good one. Okay, I highly recommend it. Okay, and this one is a great ghost story. Okay, another movie starring Nicole Kidman, called The Others. I remember seeing this, and the twist in this movie, like I said, is fantastic. And this is a great movie, has great atmosphere. It's just fantastic. Nicole Kidman and the 2 young actors that play her kids are fantastic in this movie. Okay, and this is, like I said, it's a great mystery, great ghost story. It's a great movie. Okay, about a woman and her 2 kids living in a supposedly a haunted mansion, you know, waiting for the arrival of her husband. Okay, who was, I think, is a veteran in World War II or something, and she's waiting for him. He's a soldier in World War II, and they're waiting for him to come home. Okay, so this, I think it's, well, maybe I'm got the wrong war, but I know her husband's like a veteran from one war. I thought it was World War, but the way her make her clothes makes me think it's probably World War I instead of World War II. Okay, but I know it's one war that he's a veteran of, and they're waiting for him to come home. Okay, but it's a great movie, great performance by Nicole Kidman and the 2 kids, and the movie has great atmosphere, and I love the way this was shot. Okay, and you'll be absolutely riveted by this movie. Okay, and the next movie is another thriller starring 2 of my favorite actresses again, Sigourney Weaver and Holly Hunter, called Copycat. This is about a serial killer and about a scientist. Female. She's supposed to be she's supposed to be a criminal psychologist. That's what Sigourney Weaver's character is. She's a criminal psychologist, and Holly Hunter is a no sense, no nonsense cop. Okay, and they have to team up to catch a serial killer. And excuse me, what's his name? I'm trying to think of his name without giving it away. Okay, yeah, Harry Connick Jr. just plays the creepiest guy in this movie. I mean, absolutely creepy guy. And this is basically a movie about some guy that's copying a serial killer's motives, you know, committing a series of murders based on a previous killer. That's why it's hence called Copycat. And I like the way this is. I love the interaction between Sigourney Weaver and Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter's a great underrated actress. Okay, so but this is a great thriller, and I love this movie. So you should see it. It's very unusual. It's very underrated. I don't think this movie gets mentioned enough, but it's a good movie. I saw it, like I said, I think this was like $12.99. I had to get it because I absolutely loved it. Okay, and the next movie is Francis Ford Coppola, a horror movie, Dracula. Brian, like I said, Brian De Palma. Not, excuse me. Bram Stoker, Bram Stoker, excuse me, who wrote the Dracula, by Francis Ford Coppola. Dracula. This stars Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder. I think Anthony Hopkins, of course, plays Van Helsing in this, and Keanu Reeves, who doesn't belong in this movie. He's so out of place in this movie. But this is a good movie. It has great atmosphere in this movie, and like I said, Gary Oldman is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, they try to try to make Dracula a kind of sympathetic figure in this movie, but it's still creepy enough in this movie. All the special effects and the just Gary Oldman again is just absolutely fantastic in this movie, and they, like I said, try to make it about a tragic love story, okay, between his character and Winona Ryder's character, and it has great atmosphere. Like I said, you absolutely love this movie, and Anthony Hopkins is great too in this movie, so I highly recommend that. And the next movie is a movie that I read. Okay, I read the book first, and I actually have the book somewhere here in my massive collection of stuff, called American Psycho. Christian Bale, of course, is one of his first, not his first roles, because he was a kid actor, but one of this movies, he's absolutely fantastic in this movie. Is a psycho, broker, and he's going around serial killer on the side, and just absolutely, he's so charismatic in this movie. You have to see it. Like I said, the book is just far more brutal than this movie. They make him more, kind of likable in this movie, but the book is absolutely brutal. The killings they describe in the book. But this is a great movie. Like I said, Christian Bale just gives an absolutely outstanding performance in this movie, and you have to see it. Okay, and the part I highly recommend that one part where he's discussing Huey Lewis in the news, and just the way he does that scene is fantastic, and you'll absolutely be riveted, and you'll be laughing your ass off and be absolutely terrified at the same time. Okay, now the next movie is a movie called Never Let Me Go. I heard about this, but never saw it. Okay, so it's Carey Mulligan, okay, Andrew Garfield, who's the new Spider-Man, and my favorite, Keira Knightley, who I have a absolute, have a crush on. Okay, who I think is absolutely beautiful, and I love Carey Mulligan too. Okay, and this is supposed to be kind of sort of a movie about young kids growing up. But I read the title of this, and it's a little bit more involved than that. I don't want to give away the secret because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm actually going to watch this. Okay, now that I'm on vacation, I'm going to watch this movie, and it actually looks pretty good. Actually, it looks sort of, it has that young tragedy, young triangle type love thing in it, but it also has a twist in it, which I read from the back of this book, which I want to saw back of the Blu Ray cover, that I want to watch it because of that. Like I said, it has 3 great young actors in it, so I want to see that. And the last movie in this set is Trick or Treat. I heard a lot of things from fellow YouTubers about this. I have a lot of subscribers, and I subscribe to a lot of people that are horror fans, and they said this is supposed to be a classic. It's supposed to be a fantastic movie, and that's why I got it based on their recommendations. Okay, and it seems to be an anthology of Halloween stories, and I know it's past Halloween, but I had to get it. Like I said again, it was like $9.99, so I had to get it for that. Okay, and I'm looking forward to watching this. I love those anthology of horror type movies and stuff, so I'm going to watch this, and I absolutely love that art cover on this, with the head there. Okay, so those are my pickups for my part 1 of my Blu-ray updates, and like I said, I'll do part 2 later, probably tomorrow. And again, let me know what you think of these titles and whether you hate them or like them. And if you've got any of them, let me know what you think of them. Okay, so for now, this is Trey Patterson saying so long and take care.